Good evening, everyone. It's time to start the program. Good evening. It's an honor and a privilege for me to be here this evening to represent the Troy City Council and the City of Troy and to welcome you to the 48th Annual Appreciation and Recognition Program. This event is held to recognize the time and effort so generously given by the Troy volunteer firefighters for the protection of this city. And before we start, let's give a round of applause to all of those firefighters this evening. It's my pleasure to introduce some guests that are here this evening, and I want to start with the most important and work my way backwards. The most important are the retirees that are here today, that are participating in this wonderful event, that have set the foundation for this firefighter organization and what they've done for this city to set the standard of what we are today. So if I could get all of the retirees that are here with us this evening to please stand and be recognized. Thank you for your service. What a wonderful turnout tonight. What a wonderful turnout by our retirees. But also what I want to recognize, and not in any order, but Station 1, please stand and be recognized. Station 2, please stand and be recognized. Station 3, please stand and be recognized. Station 4, please stand and be recognized. Station 5, please stand and be recognized. Station 6, please stand and be recognized. Thank you so much for your service, and thank you so much for what you do for the city of Troy to make us the safest city in the state of Michigan. Now I'd like to recognize some people that are here with us this evening. And I know she doesn't want me to recognize her, but 52 District 4 District Judge Maureen McGinnis is here this evening. Maureen. I think some of you know her husband, Kevin. It's also here. I also want to recognize former Mayor Gene Stein is here this evening. My friend and someone that supports me all the time, I can't thank her enough, former Mayor Louise Schilling is here. Thank you so much for her. Cindy Stewart, our Director of I want you to know that those gifts that were given to you today were put together by Cindy. She spent 3 hours doing that last night. And Cindy's my right hand. I couldn't do anything without her. Thank you so much, Cindy. Thank you. Lori Grigg Bloom, our city attorney, is here this evening, along with her husband, Ken. Of course, we already know Chief Dave Roberts is here with his wife, Suzanne. Ellen Hoderick is here this evening with her husband Mike, City Council member. Mayor Pro Tem Edna Abraham is here with her friend Don. Ethan Baker's here, and Bethany couldn't make it this evening, but the better looking one couldn't make it tonight. Councilman Dave Henderson's here this evening with his wife Kelly. Councilman Ed Pennington is here with his wife Phyllis. And I forgot a couple times, but my wife Judy's here with me this evening. Thank you, Judy. So once again, thank you so much for coming here this evening. This is a great crowd. I think this is the biggest crowd we've had since we reinstituted this recognition dinner. So it's my pleasure to introduce Acting City Manager Mark Miller, who is going to continue the program. And I just want to introduce his wife, who's also here. Laura's here this evening. Hi, Laura. Mark.
Thank you, Mayor, and good evening. I've worked for the city for over 17 years, and I don't think anyone realizes or knows that my father was a volunteer fireman in Plymouth Township. And he worked nights for the Detroit Free Press, so there was like a radio in our kitchen, and they would use the tuning fork, and then like go wake him up, and then I'd run out in the garage and put the light on top of the pickup, and he would go off with the fire. And the station was walking distance and a quick bike ride from our house, and we tried to time it and then help wash the fire truck when they get back. So I know and appreciate what you do, every one of you, and your friends and spouses. At times you can be in danger and peril. And I know everyone talks about the police department and being the safest city, but you also play a big part in making this the safest city in Michigan. So I want to keep it short and sweet, so my job is to welcome you to this program this evening. And like I said, I've worked 17 years for the city, and in that time I've known Chief Dave Roberts, and he's a great person and man, and a great leader for your department. Come on up, Dave.
Well, good evening once again, everyone, and thank you, Mark, for the kind introduction. What Mark doesn't realize is with his history, I'm going to put an application for volunteer firefighter on his desk on Monday. As we've alluded to, this year marks the 78th anniversary of the Troy Fire Department and the 48th Appreciation Banquet. I'd like to take this opportunity to personally thank all of the members, all of you, for your commitment to service, as well as your spouses, significant others, and family members for their support and understanding. As you may or may not know, my wife Susan was a volunteer firefighter. Our son Jonathan is a volunteer firefighter, so we know what it's like with the commitment that we make as a family, and I understand what all of your spouses and family members put up with when you have to leave and go to fires and attend training, so thank you to you as well as your members or your family members on the fire department. As always, I'd like to thank the mayor and city council for your continued support, and I would also like to thank my staff for their hard work throughout the year. We've been very busy preparing for ISO. We keep mentioning it a lot, and it was a lot of work that we had to put together for our evaluation, and I appreciate the extra time and effort that all of the staff put into that, and the help that I've got with putting this banquet and recognition program on tonight. We recognize the retirees and the effort you put forth, but I'd like to call special attention to one of the retirees tonight, and that's George Curry. George is the last surviving charter member of Fire Station 3, so a special round of applause for George. I also also want to recognize our former fire chiefs, Jim Halsey, who's here tonight. Jim? And then, of course, the late Bill Nelson, who we unfortunately lost last year, but a special round of applause for Bill Nelson, please. And last but not least, I want to thank my wife Susan for her continued support and the years of service she put in at Station 3 and Station 6. Thank you, Susan. So as I mentioned before, and I continue to mention, one of the biggest challenges is maintaining volunteer staffing for the Troy Fire Department. I've said this, council's heard me say this, but I'll say it again. The fire service in general is having a difficult time attracting volunteers and attracting firefighters. As a matter of fact, some of the municipalities around us are hiring, and they can't get enough people to fill the positions that are open in the career departments. So we've been very fortunate that we're still able to attract volunteers, and although our membership is dynamic, we have people that come and go, we've been very fortunate to maintain staffing at the stations, and again, it's due to your volunteerism, which we appreciate, but we're always looking for more volunteers, and the strength of our department is our people, so we've got to stay strong, we've got to keep our volunteers engaged and attract people, so we'll continue to do that. Matter of fact, this past year, last year we welcomed 18 new members, and this year we've welcomed 17 new members to the department. And some of those members are here tonight. They're in the process of finishing up their fire academy. So thank you for being here, and I wish you luck. Not that you need it, but congratulations on making it through, and good luck with your exams, and we're looking forward to have you on the fire department permanently. So speaking of new members, if these members would please stand. When your name is read, I'd like to welcome you to the Fire Department from Station 1, Randy Ballard. Daniel Ryan. Is Dan here tonight? Jacob Townsend. From Station 2, Ryan Ignello. Lawrence Luca. Troy Meyer. Mark Rakish. Matthew Mikachensko. Eric Reifenberg. Steven Stencil. And Brad Williams. Historically, Station 2 has been one of our stations that we've had, I shouldn't say historically, recently, trying to attract volunteers, and as you can tell by just reading the names, that we've been able to attract several new members at Station 2, so we're very, very pleased with that. I heard somebody say thanks, Rob, and that's fitting because I'd like to call special attention to Rob Tyrell. He was very instrumental with helping the recruitment program at Station 2. Thank you, Rob. From Station 3, new members are James Pentanato, Stephen Ty, and Scott Witkowski. From Station 4, Adam Japar. From Station 5, Matt Creech. And that that sums it up for our new members. Now what I'd like to do is invite Assistant Chief Reister to come forward and we'll begin our presentations. And Pete too. And the mayor. Take your name tag off.
Don't they know who I am? Oh, taking it off earlier. I don't even need this. Good evening, everyone. Once again, we recognize all of our retired members, in particular those who have retired in 2017, and we thank them for their years of service. When your name is read, if you're present, I invite you to join the chief and accept a token of our gratitude. From Fire Station 1, John Collins, 31 years. From Fire Station 3, Jeff Bieber, 30 years. I did see him. From Station 5, with 17 years, John Schaufler. From Station 5, Gary Wood, 33 years. Also from Station 5, Dan Jackson, 20 years. Mark Marion, 25 years. And Mike Veal, 30 years. From Station 6, Tom Shramsky, 13 years. And from Station 6 with 33 years, Joe McKay. We now recognize our Service Award recipients, those members who have successfully completed benchmark years of service in 2017. Beginning with 5 years, it's interesting to note that with so many newer members on the department, approximately 38% of our members currently have less than 5 years of service. As we announce our Service Award recipients, we invite them to come forward and be recognized. Please hold your applause until all of the names from each category are read. For 5 years of service, Blake Wilcox, Station 3. Bob Reed, Station 5, Jack Johansson, Station 6. For 10 years of service, Steve Kelmar, Station 2. William Heiner from Station 4, Mike Meitzner from Station 5, and Eric Emmons from Station 6. For 15 years of service, Jonathan Duncan, Station 2. If you're here, come forward. There we go. For 15 years of service from Station 2, Kirk Linton. And for 15 years of service from Station 6, Todd Dudzinski. For 20 years of service, from Station 1, Tom O'Hara. For 20 years of service from Station 3, Mike Rusing. And for 20 years of service from Station 3, Dave Basil. For 25 years of service from Station 5, Greg McMenamin and Mark Marion. Also for 25 years of service, including his time in administration, Charlie Noonan. And for 30 years of service, including his time in administration, Paul Firth. The fire department has adopted an awards procedure to recognize those members who have distinguished themselves through exemplary actions in service to the department and to the community. At this time, I'd like to invite Mike Kohler to please come forward. Let's start here. In the spring, I'm going to make him stand here for a minute. So, in the spring of 2016, a need was identified to have the business community comply with fire prevention ordinance requirements utilizing a more customer service-oriented approach. Typical code enforcement measures were sometimes perceived as punitive, thereby giving businesses a negative impression of the fire department. Many business owners and property managers were, and still are, unaware of code requirements and are often confused about how to correct violations that they aren't necessarily equipped to resolve themselves. There were little to no resources offered by the fire department to provide businesses with specific fire prevention information. Steps were taken, therefore, to educate and encourage business representatives not only to learn about fire prevention and the related fire prevention ordinance, but to empower them to make changes proactively through the fire department's first fire prevention business outreach program. This effort helped facilitate a shift in perception of the fire department from an enforcement body to a more business resource. Through education in basic fire code requirements and explaining the most common code violations, program attendees have been able to apply the provided information at their place of business in order to achieve more code compliance and provide a safer environment to employees and their patrons. For his valuable contribution and service to the community through the Fire Prevention Business Outreach Program, we present this Fire Chief's Award of Excellence to Staff Technician and Fire Inspector Mike Kohler. Don't worry, there's more. At this time, I'd like to invite Sean Hugg to please come forward, and I ask that Pete Hullinger join him for the next presentation. In 2013, a needs assessment study was performed of the former Fire Station 4 facility in order to determine the feasibility for a new replacement fire station on the site. At that time, the old fire station was deteriorating and inadequate for an efficient operation. Through several lengthy processes, an architect and construction manager were selected, and construction of the new station began in the summer of 2016 and finished 1 year later, on time and under budget. During this time frame, numerous meetings were held that required decisions to be made on the selection of amenities, equipment, and materials. These meetings and decisions required considerable time and scrutiny from staff. And although a team of professionals working together from several city departments helped with the overall process of the project, these two individuals in particular gave extra attention to detail while managing their normal job duties and responsibilities. As a result, today we have a model facility the city can be proud of and which greatly enhances our operation. For their contribution of time and effort toward the successful completion of the new Fire Station 4, we present this commendation award to Staff Lieutenant Peter Hullinger and Staff Technician and Station Lieutenant Sean Hugg. Each fire station has the opportunity annually to select one of their members as their station member of the year. Each station uses their own selection criteria for this award, such as extra effort in responding to calls, extra attendance at training, extra effort maintaining the station and equipment, so on and so forth. Station Member of the Year awards for 2018, as submitted by the stations and summarized here, are awarded to the following members. From Station 1, I'd like to invite firefighter Hung Ye Ken Lee. Firefighter Ken Lin is a Station 1 Association member in good standing and has been a firefighter since March 2016. Ken graduated from Troy High School and later attained a Master's of Business degree from the University of Michigan. He is a local business owner of a soybean distributing company in Royal Oak, a proud father of 3 children, a dedicated husband, and a role model. Since joining the fire department, Ken's attendance has been outstanding. His availability has not been below 100%. He is a mature and safety-conscious firefighter who is dedicated to his community. As a member at Station 1, Ken has served as part of the Station Food Committee, which is responsible for providing all the meals before training each week. He is a backup reserve for the Safety Committee, an advisor for the Fire Department Explorer Post, and he serves on the Station Entertainment Committee. Ken attends every training session with a smile, which always seems to lighten the mood everyone else has. He conducts himself in a professional manner and also volunteers his time and effort into apparatus details and other station filling details when a fellow firefighter is unable to attend. The membership at Station 1 believes that firefighter Lin is deserving of this recognition as Station 1 Member of the Year for his hard work and dedication. From Station 2, I'd like to invite firefighter Tom Cleary to the front. Tom was nominated to be Station 2 Member of the Year because he is always willing to help in any situation. Tom has gone out of his way numerous times to do things for the station, and because of that, he has saved the station money on labor and supplies that would have otherwise impacted the station budget. For example, he was able to get the materials donated to place and finish off the barbecue grills that would have cost the station over $1,000. Tom has also built training fixtures to simulate situations that otherwise would have only been talked about and not actually demonstrated to the members. As station president, Tom has been fair and very receptive to ideas and suggestions from the membership. He lets the station members make decisions and make sure that votes are done fairly and accurately. Although it's part of the job, it's also a voluntary position that adds extra responsibility. Tom will always answer the phone and make sure that whatever the issue is, it's handled and taken care of. Tom Cleary is a great firefighter, has proven it with 18 years of service, going above and beyond, and being an asset to the station, and is therefore recognized as the Station 2 Member of the Year. From Fire Station 3, I'd like to invite Erjan Lakaricki to come to the front. Erjan, or EJ, as he's referred to at the station, joined Fire Station 3 in October of 2015. As an auxiliary member who is only required to be available 40 hours a week, EJ has gone above and beyond for 2017. He was the top responder for Station 3 with 295 runs. and he also finished the year at 100% attendance, meaning that he did not miss one call that he was available for the entire year. He also made an unprecedented 78% of all of Station 3's calls. EJ's training hours were equally impressive at 175.5, when only 60 hours of training is required as the annual minimum. Around the station, EJ is always willing to lend a helping hand, whether he's training probationary members, assisting with a truck request, or assisting any number of charitable events the station hosted in 2017. EJ has helped with them all. With his hard work, dedication, and commitment to the fire station, he has inspired other members to not just step up, but to keep up, thus helping boost station morale and the work ethic. And because of this, the members of Station 3 have chosen firefighter EJ Lakaricki as their station member of the year. From Fire Station 4, I'd like to invite Station Lieutenant Sean Hugg to the front. Sean started with the Troy Fire Department in May of 1999. Since that time, he has clearly demonstrated his dedication to the department and the citizens we serve. Quickly earning the rank of Station Lieutenant, Sean has proven himself to be a true asset, dedicating his time and expertise to providing instruction to probationary members. Sean is always professional as he performs his duties as a career staff technician. The work that he was charged with and completed flawlessly relative to the recent Station 4 construction project cannot go unnoticed. In fact, the membership recognizes we would not have the building that they have today without his dedication and effort researching and providing the best options with features available. Sean continues to better the entire department with his willingness to attend outside training classes such as the Rapid Intervention Crew, Advanced Extrication, and Staging Area Manager, to name a few, all while becoming a new father. The membership at Station 4 fully supports Sean as its Station Member of the Year.
We'll see you in a few minutes.
From Fire Station 5, I'd like to invite firefighter Ben Hancock to the front. Ben joined the fire department in November of 2013. He has been and continues to be a very active member at Station 5 with firefighting as well as with the association. Examples of his involvement include association president, volunteer trainer of new members in fireground and apparatus driving and operations, active committee involvement. He's proactive in maintenance of the equipment and station high run response and primary driver. Ben has quickly become a leader and model for not only new firefighters, but for all the members at the station. With his law enforcement background and willingness to share and provide information regarding the workings of communications, scene operations, etc., he is a valuable asset not only to the station, but to the entire department. Therefore, the membership at Station 5 is pleased to recognize Ben Hancock as its Station Member of the Year. And from Station 6, I'd like to invite retired Station Assistant Chief Joe McKay to the front. In his 33 years of service with the Troy Fire Department, Joe McKay has served as a firefighter, station lieutenant, and Station Assistant Chief. His calm and collective leadership at Station 6 has set a high standard for anyone to follow. Regularly named the station top responder, he was always fully dedicated to the station, its members, and the mission of the Troy Fire Department. Beyond the fire scene, Joe encouraged the station to participate in extra community functions, such as the annual Troy People Concerned Children's Christmas Party. He served on many station association committees and was always willing to lend a helping hand to other members in need. With his retirement at the end of 2017, Joe will be greatly missed. Therefore, Station 6 is pleased to name Joe McKay as its Station Member of the Year. For those who are waiting, Joe will be signing autographs in the lobby. And finally, our last award this evening is one of special distinction, and that is our 2018 Firefighter of the Year. In addition to the many qualities we've heard about, including his dedication to the department and his service to the community, this individual played a key role in the successful completion of Fire Station 4. And that individual is Sean Hug. Sean went above and beyond his daily responsibilities as he worked with the architect on the preliminary layout and design of the station for contractor bidding. He was part of the project team to value engineer the project and establish a realistic and functional budget, and to oversee the construction process. Sean worked diligently on the design as well as the finished materials and associated changes. He monitored costs throughout the project, ensuring that everything remained within budget. And these are just a few of Sean's contributions to the success of the project. Incidentally, tonight is Sean and Conlon's wedding anniversary. Aside from that, it's appropriate that tonight we recognize Sean Hug as our Firefighter of the Year for 2018. And I'd like to turn the podium back over to Chief Roberts.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Assistant Chief Reister, and thank you, Lieutenant Hollinger. Appreciate it. Speaking of wedding anniversaries, we also have another celebration, wedding anniversary to celebrate, and tonight is John and Eileen Keasley's wedding anniversary. So nice that each of you thought to invite about 300 people to celebrate your wedding anniversary. In closing, I would like to recognize our Fire Academy students once again. Good luck on your exams. We're looking forward to having you on board. And I'd also like to thank the following individuals for their help with tonight's event. And of course, Cindy Stewart. Cindy, thank you for everything that you do. Also, Shirley Shepard. Shirley, thank you for all of the effort that you put into getting everything organized. course, Chuck Reister, Pete Hollinger, and the management and staff of the San Marino Club. Tonight's meal was really good, wasn't it? So that wraps things up. I'd like to thank everyone once again for coming tonight. Enjoy the rest of your evening and be safe. Thank you.